Well, it is good to be with you. It is good to be in Claypool Hill. Over the next 25 minutes or so, we're going to take a look back at what 2024 looked like. But I do want to mention to you this morning, our primary focus at Christian Acres is summer camp. And for 6.5 weeks, we're all in on summer camp. But we have events throughout the year, a lot of which are for adults. And so I do want to personally invite you right now. Ladies' Day is coming up in April. The Chilhowie congregation is hosting that. It'll be at Midway. In May, we have the men's clinic and Carrie out. Chilhowie's hosting it at Mapleview, yes. My apologies, Mapleview. And then in May, we have the men's clinic. Carrie Allen, the president of Louisville Bible College, will be with us. In August, we have the Gospel Sing. Tommy Oakes is coming up to lead us in that. And so we do have a lot of events for adults throughout the year. And I think a lot of times when you hear summer camp, you think of that 6.5 weeks. But we do offer things throughout the year. And we want you to know we'd love to see you on the mountain at some time this year. Last year was a great year for us at CA. We had a lot of volunteers. 582 campers joined us. It really was a great year, our biggest year post-COVID. And so we're hoping for great things this year. And over the next few minutes, we're going to look back a little bit at 2024 and what all happened there on the mountain. The biggest thing that we get asked wherever we go is, how is the gym project going? What's going on with the gym? This has been a long-awaited project, something that we've been very excited about for quite some time. And it looks like, as Rick mentioned earlier, we are meeting with the general contractor tomorrow morning at 10. And it looks like we will be able to break ground this spring on the gym. Due to generous donations, especially from the Petit family, we are able to build that gym and hopefully fully complete it before the camp season. The last time we were here, we were anticipating construction crews on campus, and they rolled in and were with us for about 6 weeks. They literally moved a mountain of dirt to make way for the gym, but they have got the pad ready. And last spring, if you would have came onto campus, this is what you would have seen. It is a 100 by 80 pad getting ready for the gym. Last year, we saw some of the biggest changes to campus in 40 plus years, making way for the new road and the gym spot. And so we're excited about this. This will enhance our weeks of camp and also give us a year-round facility to host basketball and volleyball and events throughout the year. During Junior 3 week of camp, the kids went down and looked at the gym and kind of designed it out there. So where you see them is hopefully where you will see a building here in just a few short months. Throughout the year, we enjoy hosting people at Christian Acres. And we want to be a campus that is open and available to service our churches. We love it when church groups come up. So whether it be for swimming or for an event, we hope that you'll join us on the mountain. But on the mountain, each and every spring and fall, it takes numerous volunteers to make campus accessible and ready for use. And so this morning, we wanted to say thank you to all the volunteers that make Christian Acres what it is. A couple years ago, Claypool Hill set a large group up and did some projects with us. And we really appreciate that. And it really takes the work to make the facility possible. Throughout the year, we have volunteers come up for work days, as well as just independent time to work. During the hurricane, we suffered quite a few trees down, and Rick sent out an email, made a few calls, and just a few days later, dozens of people showed up to help clear campus. Whether it be helping at an event like you see here at the Gospel Sing, or whether it be clearing campus like you see here during and after the hurricane, you guys make Christian Acres possible, and we really appreciate that. As I mentioned, our primary focus is the summer season and those 6.5 weeks of summer camp. And we could not do that without the staff that volunteer to make it happen. Here you see our deans at our yearly deans meeting. They donate hundreds of hours throughout the year preparing for their weeks of camp. And so we really do appreciate that. As I mentioned earlier, we really enjoy having people come visit camp. Last year we had 4 school groups come up from Mercer and Tazewell counties, as well as the Hearth Homeschool group that you see here. They rented the facility or booked the facility for the day, had a great time of fishing. But as I mentioned, we offer a lot of opportunities for our adults as well. Here you hear and see Ladies' Day. Last year it was at Midway. This year it'll be back at Mapleview, a little bigger area there. We are hoping to have about 200 ladies join us for that day for a great time of worship and speaking from the ladies at the Chahowley congregation. This is Cindy May here. She is helping lead the Ladies' Day for this year. And I think you'll really be blessed. So ladies, I really do encourage you to make plans for April to come up and join us at Mapleview. Our first overnight event of the year is the Children's Convention. Claypool Hill sent a great group up last year for the Children's Convention. This is the first overnight event of the year. And for many of these campers, it's the first time that they get to experience camp. It's the first time away from home, and it's a taste of what they would see if they came back for a full week at Christian Acres. Our first on-campus event for the adults is the men's clinic each year. As I mentioned, Carrie Allen will be joining us this year. Really excited about that. Praise and worship from the Midway Praise Band, and then a great meal.
We also believe that he was buried.
Carrie Allen will join us. Mike Wright, as you see here from the Benson area.
We also
he was our speaker last year.
That he spent a few days after his resurrection talking to his followers and his disciples and other believers that were following him. And then we believe that he ascended back into heaven. And when he ascended back into heaven, he left you and I a choice, a plan to follow, to surrender. And we believe that. That's our only way of getting to heaven is through this man, Jesus.
We also host the gospel sing in the fall of the year, this year in August, and we hope that you'll make plans to come. Last year we were blessed to have Grundy Mount Mission School and the choir join us. This year Tommy and John Thomas Oakes will join us, and it should be a great night of worship and fun. We have a hot dog dinner and then the worship service. But this was the first time Grundy had been to campus to perform, and we were super excited to have them and hope to have them again in the near future. Each year at Christian Acres, we try to do 1 or 2 events for our churches to serve you guys in the best way that we can. In September, we have the Preacher Enrichment Seminar. This is a day that we set aside for our preachers and their wives to come to campus, to have a breakfast and lunch and fellowship together, and then to have speaking from ministers throughout the area to strengthen their ministries, to see what other churches are doing and the success that they're having, and things that we can implement in our churches to grow the kingdom. Here you see the preacher at Bozu. He highlighted seniors ministries and what Bozu does in the nursing homes and how they service their seniors. And it was a great opportunity to learn. A lot of churches really benefited from that. Our last overnight event of the year is our Teen Weekend. We had 70 teenagers join us for Teen Weekend last year. This is the last opportunity they have to fellowship and worship together at Christian Acres before we shut down for the season. For many of them, it's a time to regroup and meet friends. Last year, we had great worship by A Squared, as you saw there. And then we brought in a gaming truck from Beckley, and so they were able to game throughout the evening after campfire. Last year, we had a rare November event at the camp. E Squared Ministries from Indiana came and met with local leaders from 9 separate churches and met with their preachers and their elders about strengthening.